Hello and welcome to another unusual video, one that isn't going up on my typical Saturday uploads. Today I figured since, we're finally getting to the end of the fabulous March, oh, what a beauty this month has been. Zero sarcasm to detect in that, by the way. I figured I'd go over my March haul, so everything that I've purchased this entire month, which is a lot. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the single issues first, because I wanna go over the single issues. This month has been pretty good for single issue comics. So first one, we got Rorschach. Right here we got Rorschach number 6. Honestly, Rorschach, little bit confusing to start off with. Ultimately though, solid read. But yeah, I think this is a variant cover. Maybe it's the main. I don't know. Looks like it's the main. I just love this cover. Pretty sure this is variant. But anyways, another good one, very popular, the new Nightwing. Let's go, baby. This beauty. Nightwing 78. Excellent story. Solid jumping on point from Joker War. So I think I'm going to start collecting Nightwing and single issues from here on out. I love this. This is the main cover. It just looks so good. I literally picked between this and the variant. And I'm like, yeah, no, the main just knocks it out of the park. Story's excellent. And it really sets up Nightwing to kind of be like the prodigal son of Batman. Like in the sense that it really sets him up to be like the next big, money maker in the city. Another one, also closely related, Batman 106. We get to see the redesigned Scarecrow. Pretty interesting. I love the new Scarecrow design. I'm really excited to see it get used. Also features a story with Robin in it, which I'm excited about because I'm also going to be following the Robin run. $4.99 for 2 stories, pretty good. I'm pretty sure the prices are going to jump up soon, so yeah. Swamp Thing, number 1 of 12? 10. This is by, well, it says V. Perkins and Spicer. Okay, it's Ram V. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. It's Ram V. Honestly, pretty solid. It's gotten me interested enough that I'm actually going to start collecting Swamp Thing, like, trade paperbacks. Probably, if I can, the Alan Moore's in the Absolute format. I'll be collecting those because I'm really intrigued to see what Alan Moore did with Swamp Thing, especially since I've heard so much about it. And then this is just a great jumping on because it's a new Swamp Thing. It's a new person who's like the embodiment of the green. So really, really like this story. Good jumping on point. Another one, we got the Joker number 1. So the Joker Solar Series. This is a variant cover. I like it. Some people wouldn't. I don't know. But I like it. I think it's a cool Joker cover. Interesting story. Good enough that I'm going to be buying the next one. It's a Tynion story, so, I mean, Tynion's also writing Batman, or at least he was. I'm not sure if he still is. Yes, he is. So he still is writing the Batman, so it's quality writing from Tynion all the way through. Excellent Batman run, and now the Joker. Quality. Another one that I'm really happy they're releasing. Crime Syndicate. I love these guys back when they were on Earth 2 in JLA. That was like the Grant Morrison age. So I'm really excited to see this new iteration of the Crime Syndicate. Obviously, they've changed the characters a little bit. Like if you're used to the old JLA versions of them, like it's quite different. But not so different that like you're kind of like, oh, this is a completely different team. Like you still got Ultraman, you still got Owlman, you've still got like your typical members. They're just they're a little different to make it an original story, which I appreciate. And the next ones I actually haven't read yet because I just haven't had time, but I'm really excited to read them. We got Batman, Catwoman, number 4. Really excited to read this one. Good story. It's by Tom King. Tom King had an amazing Batman run, so it's really great to see him still working on some Batman stuff. Actually, I have the Tom King Batman run behind me there. And this one's probably my favorite, the one I'm most excited for. The Flash variant cover, 768. I just love seeing Wally in all of his old uniforms. I don't know if you can tell by the glare, but this is like, yeah, the yellow uniform, red. You got the blue from, what was the name of the story? Flash Forward, I believe is when he picked up this blue suit. And then you've got this. This is the suit that he wore in the Wade run with the the white pieces covering the eyes, the full classic Flash look. At least that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong. If I'm not mistaken, the storyline follows Wally and he's jumping bodies, like he's going from speedster to speedster. So I believe I saw something about it possibly being another speedster's body that is in wearing this uniform. I'm not sure. Teen Titans Academy. This is number 1. I'm not sure how long this run's going to be, but I read the Future State Teen Titans and I liked it a lot. So I'm intrigued to see, because they're still keeping it. Who is this Red X? Like, we don't know, and I'm really excited to see how the story unrolls. I'm really hoping that it keeps me on my toes like the Future State version did. One of the few good Future State stories out there. Another one, we got Batman Black and White, issue 4. Batman Black and White's just like a guilty pleasure book, really. It's good stories. We got a variety of authors. It's in black and white, so you gotta love that. So those are the single issues for this month. Beautiful little stack here. I still have to read these 4, but I've loved the reads. You know what? Another one I just realized that isn't in here is the Infinite Frontier event. Like, that book. That book, or not book, but comic, was actually really solid. It gives you a great kicking off point straight from the death metal event. And it gives you it gives you kind of like a starting point for all these characters. It introduces Wally West as the main Flash again. So I'm really happy about that. That's really cool. And then it also in it, I guess Alan Scott came out as gay, so that's cool, I guess. I mean, yeah. Ultimately, a lot of cool kind of like things fit in there. You get to see bits of each and every character, so definitely enjoyed the single issues for this month. The next thing I'm going to be covering is the trade paperbacks. Now, there are a lot of these, and I really don't feel like pulling them off of my bookshelf and then moving them back, mostly because I don't have any stoppers, so I'll probably just have some images show up with the prices, so some editing time for me. I guess I'll put it up here, and we'll go through it. Oh, you know what? Actually, I've got one right here, the one I'm about to talk about. I haven't even read it yet. Superman Birthright. Got this bad boy used for $15. I'm super excited to read this. Apparently, it's a great origin story for the Superman mythos, and I am really excited to give this one a read. This is Mark Waid. Excellent author. Next one, we got the Superman Last Son of Krypton. Honestly, probably one of my more higher up there Superman stories. I was really impressed with how they were able to show the human side of Clark Kent and kind of just show him like the stuff he goes through, like being the husband of Lois Lane, and like you get this connection, you get like this whole like cute relationship vibe to it, but he's still Superman, he's still like tough, he's still gritty when he needs to be, and you get these popular villains showing up, and I gotta say I was really impressed by that, which apparently that was one of the complaints in the New 52 Superman, is that like Lois Lane and Clark's like relationship kind of just starts off like it kind of just threw it away and said, okay, yeah, hard reset. So I can see why, though, because like that relationship was like, you can tell like there was a structure to it. It had been there for a while. Another one that I have that I haven't read yet that I'm really excited to read is the Death of Superman trade paperback. That is up there. It's right next to the New 52 one, so I'm going to give that a read. Actually, wait, no, I did read that. Honestly, I love Superman. The Death of Superman event was cool. To me, it was a little slow. I'm going to get a bit of hate about that, because the Death of Superman is like a reveled story. Everyone loves it. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is the best. I think it's really good. I think I would have liked it better if people hadn't hyped it up to me. People are always like, yo, if you want to get into Superman, this is the story. You get to see Superman like fight for his life, and I don't know. I found it a little bit slow. Page to page, I kind of felt like it was dragging on a little bit, but it's one trade paperback of a series of trade paperbacks, so I'm sure the story will pick up. And ultimately, it was really cool to see, Superman dead and, like, Lois Lane, like, there on her knees, like, oh my god, like, crying. Like, it was really cool. I liked the story. I just thought it was a little bit slow pace-wise. Some stories that I definitely haven't read yet are the Nightfall books that I have. So that's Nightfall Volume 1 and 2, Night Quest, The Crusade Volume 2, and Batman Troika. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I haven't read those because I want to read them in succession. I found Nightfall Volume 1 and 2 at discounted prices, so I wanted to pick those up ASAP, so that way I wouldn't have to pay full price for them later. But now I'm stuck waiting on my purchase for Prelude to Nightfall, so that way I can read Prelude 1 and 2, and then move on to Night Quest, and then I don't even know how I'm going to read Prodigal, because that's, like, apparently really hard to find. It's expensive as hell, too. Another story I read, that was Batman Venom, so that kind of just deals with Batman struggling with an addiction to the drug that made Bane Bane. It's actually a bit of a prelude to Nightfall. I know that's kind of ironic because I just said I need to get the Prelude book. It's a prelude to the Prelude of Nightfall. it kind of sees the OG creation of the Venom toxin or drug, I guess, and you get to see Batman like get addicted to the pills, and like you see like it's kind of like it's less of a Batman story, more of an addiction story, but it mixes them well together, and then it all kind of comes full circle towards the end, where it's like, oh, this is definitely leading to Nightfall. Even so, that in the end of the book, it even says like story continues into Nightfall. So that was good. Batman Last Night on Earth. I got that for $10, brand new, still in plastic wrapping. I'm super excited about that. It's basically like Batman wakes up in a post-apocalyptic land, and he finds the Joker, and that's all I know about that story. Apparently, it's collected in the Scott Snyder Omnibus #2, but I don't think I'm gonna be getting those anytime soon. I really want to, but just fiscal wise, like it doesn't make sense when I could be collecting Omnis that are cheaper, because those are like 164 right now, full price. I can get Omnis that are cheaper, and ones that I don't already have collected technically, because I have it in paperback format now that I have the Last Night. Um, so yeah, that's good. Another one I also got this at discount. So a lot of these trade paperbacks, the reason why I got them is because I got them at cheap prices, and that's what usually moves me forward to purchasing books more often than I should be. Uh, so Batman: Curse of the White Knight. I got this thing used. I think it was also $15. Problem is, Batman White Knight goes before it, and I don't have Batman White Knight, so I need to wait for me to purchase Batman White Knight to read Batman: Curse of the White Knight to get the whole full story. But I'm excited to read that story. I've heard good things about it, and the art looks great too. Batman: Death in the Family. You're probably wondering, dude, you've read the whole New 52 and you haven't read Death in the Family? Well, I know what it's about. I know what happens. I haven't read it yet, mainly because I just haven't had time. I've been trying to get through some Superman content because I want to read prior Superman stuff so that when I read the New 52, I have a better understanding of the character, and I can kind of go into it with a bit of a mixed mindset, both being new to the character and also familiar with him at the same time. So I've been reading a lot of Superman trade paperbacks, so Last Son of Krypton, Birthright, stuff like that. New Teen Titans Volume 1. So that's the George Perez run. I picked it up mainly because the first volume of the Omnis is out of print, and it's like $400 online right now or something, and I just can't justify that. Especially, I think it's used too for that price. I've just decided I'm gonna get the first 3 volumes, and then I'll start collecting the Omnis from there on out, because everything 2 and up is only $90 each, and they're cheap. They're pretty cheap for Omnis, honestly, and they're easy to find. They're on Amazon, and as long as Volume 2 doesn't go out of print before I'm done collecting the first 3 volumes, I think I'm set. Other books that I got, these last 3 are actually used, so I got them also discounted. Honestly, man, I wish I knew how much money I could have saved if I just started off my collection by collecting used comics. Especially from the fact that I started off in the New 52. Like, I started with old comics that had already been released prior. I have no clue why I didn't try to just collect used comics. I could have saved a lot of money, I think. I haven't looked into it, but I feel like I could. But, so it's a lot of Flash comics. So I've got The Flash Rebirth, The Flash Dastardly Death of the Rogues, and The Flash Road to Flashpoint. I've read Flashpoint before. That was, I think, maybe my first Flash comic, because, yeah, I wanted to read that before I read the New 52. So, yeah. I got those 3 comics mainly because they just kind of set up Flashpoint that much better. And I'm thinking of giving the whole Flash run a whole, like, boom, like a whole, like, start from Mark Waid and just keep reading until I end up at the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done with the Flash for now. Probably just up until the end of the Francis Manapul Omni, because I have just recently read the Rebirth Flash run, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, really cool. Last book that I got this month, one I've already uploaded about, one I'm kind of disappointed in, mainly not because of the story or the art or anything. It's just because DC messed it up like pretty bad with improper mapping, so they put issues in the wrong order according to the original releases by Grant Morrison. They misprinted an entire page without dialogue, and they misspelled an author's name in the credits. So yeah, that's the Superman by Grant Morrison Omnibus. I'm excited to read it, but I'm also daunting the time where I open up that page and I get to that page where there's no dialogue, and then I have to open it up and read that digitally or read it in a trade paperback format. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited to read that, but that's kind of what all this pre-reading is for. So that is my haul for March. That is all of my comics for the entire month of March. It is a lot. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I've noticed that about 60% of you guys are subscribed to watch my videos, whereas 40% are unsubscribed and just kind of coming across my channel. So if even just like a few of you could subscribe, that just kind of help get my channel out there, because I really like making this content and I like that people are responding to it. And I think it'd be great to kind of get it more out there, get more people interested into what I'm doing. Yeah, if there's any recommendations for future content, what I'm doing, if you like the haul videos, let me know. I want to know what you guys want out of this channel, so then we can kind of collab in that sense, where I make videos that I like, but also correspond to what my subscribers' wants or needs are. I mean, you're subscribing to me, obviously I'm going to make content that caters to you, at least in some sense. But yeah, if you guys like these haul videos, do let me know. If you have any other suggestions for the future, let me know as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the recent subscribers, and I will see you in the next one. Keep it real, stay healthy. Love you all.